Table for two. Arnold, a retired postman, collected his daily newspaper from the local shop and decided to pop into the village tea rooms for a nice quiet cuppa. As he stepped inside, he was surprised to see how busy it was. He looked around and there was only one empty table. Table for two by the window. Arnold doesn't like busy places, but he was getting ready for a drink, so he sat down and studied the menu. He does this every time and still orders the same pot of tea, scone, with jam and cream. Amy, the waitress, came over. "Good morning, Arnold. Usual? Or do you want to try something different today?" This threw him for a moment. "I don't really know, Amy." "Better not. I'll stick to my usual cream tea if you don't mind, thank you." While waiting for his order, he started reading the newspaper. "Do you mind if I join you?" came a voice from the other side of the table. All the other chairs appeared to be taken. He lowered the paper to see a stout, elderly lady with a double chin and large, bushy eyebrows looming over him. He glanced around the room. It appeared this was the only seat available. "Not at all, madam. Be my guest." She sat down and reached over the table to shake his hand. "My name is Gladys. And you are?" "Arnold. My name's Arnold," as he shook her hand awkwardly. He knew it was rude, but he wasn't in the mood for idle chit-chat, so he continued reading the newspaper. He felt her presence as she leant toward him. "Live local, do you, Arnold? Haven't noticed you in here before." He peered over the paper. "Yes, I do," being as brief as possible. They went back to reading the paper. "I moved into the village about a year ago," she continued, "just after my husband left me. Said I was domineering. No idea where he got that from. Different as chalk and cheese, me and him. Can't understand why we stayed together so long. How about you, Arnold? Married? Single? Divorced?" He lowered the paper again. "Married," showing little enthusiasm to continue the conversation. "Where is she then, the wife? Doesn't she mind you going out without her?" came her reply. Before he had chance to speak, she started telling him about her medical history. "I've just been to the doctor's. I'm suffering with pain everywhere. Says it's old age and arthritis, and gave me a prescription for even more tablets. Think I might go private, get a second opinion." "You look to be a similar age to me, Arnold. Are you taking lots of medication?" He gave up trying to read the paper and was just about to speak when Amy, the waitress, brought his order. "There you are, Arnold. Sorry you had to wait." The waitress then turned to Gladys. "Are you ready to order, madam?" "Just a latte, please. I never eat between meals," glancing over at Arnold's plate. Arnold started pouring some milk into his cup. "Excuse me, Arnold," Gladys said. "T-I-F. Tea in first, the proper way. That's how the Queen takes her tea." He looked at her, ignored the comment and continued pouring the tea. The waitress arrived with Gladys's latte. "There you are, madam. Hope you enjoy." Arnold cut his scone in half and started to apply the jam. "Arnold, cream first, then jam, the Devonshire way. I'm surprised you didn't know that. My husband was just as ignorant, couldn't take him anywhere." He paused for a moment, then looked at her. "Well, Gladys, I have always eaten my cream scones this way, and I'm too set in my ways to change. And for your information, I believe the Queen prefers jam first, the Cornish method. Gladys didn't appear to be too offended with Arnold's comments. She just raised her large bushy eyebrows and smiled. Arnold finished his cream tea without any more interruptions, and Gladys sat quietly and drank her latte. As she stood up to leave, she leant across the table and gently touched his hand. "Very nice to meet you, Arnold. I do hope we can do this again sometime." He rose from his chair and nervously replied, "Nice to meet you too," albeit with a forced smile. When Gladys had left, Arnold sank back into his chair with a huge sigh of relief. Amy, the waitress, came over and started to clear the table. "Can I get you anything else, Arnold?" He leaned back into the chair. "Yes, please, Amy. A very, very large brandy."